Look at my certificate that I got. You win some, you lose some.
Please, 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 please.
$3.99. Let's go for the $149. All these bags look like
It's a bit of anxiety. I sent it back to the pit of hell.
when I tell you the boop 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 boop, my heart went doop 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 doop.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understanding.
Good morning. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my hold on. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Creative. How you do? There's a lot of emotions running through me today. That day left. That day is gone. This day is over. Today is the day. So today I am going to take my DOS cosmetology practical exam state board. I'm so excited. So you know when you're about to go get your driver's license and you gotta take the test in order to get the license? This is what it is basically. I also just graduated from cosmetology school. Daddy,
Post for me. Ass fat, slim thick, no tummy.
Ever since then, I have not been practicing. I feel like I don't really need to practice. I don't be failing, but like I don't study. I don't do all that stuff. I did not sleep at all last night. And I have been a bit depressed. Things have not been going the way that I planned it out to. It's not on your time, it's on God's timing. Amen. I have a lot of things to do before. I wrote it down. The test is 3 hours long. I know a couple people that did this test and they failed once or twice. I don't want to be one of those. I don't know. My mind is just like everywhere at this point. Now that I'm speaking out loud about what it is that I'm preparing myself to do today, more stuff is popping in my head. Like, that's crazy. I have to pack my bag. I have my duffel. I do feel like I need to go to the 99-cent store and pick up a cheaper duffel bag. I can't walk up in there with an Under Armour like this. I have to find something to cover it. I can't walk up in there with no logos, none of that. Everything has to be not branded. You don't have to break your pockets, babes. You could go to Dollar Tree, Deals, Family Dollar, Dollar General, any local 99-cent store, the beauty supply. She literally had to order 2 of these and like my containers from Amazon because, which I'm not complaining because Amazon is the GOAT and I got Prime. That thing came the next day. Also, you guys need a new mannequin head. A lot of people that were in school with me, they was like, I thought, how you gonna walk up in there with a Courtney like this talking about, I thought we can use the mannequin heads that we already were cutting. That's cheating. Anyways, you see it? You see why? Don't worry about these colors, okay? You win some, you lose some. And yes, you have to pay for a new one. Shout out to my girl Aisha. It has not been chemically altered. It has not been cut. It has not been anything. I refuse to open out that wrapper until I get there tonight. Are you ready, kids? Oh, you kept it. Oh. Look at my certificate that I got. There's 3 more behind it. I miss my teachers. You know who you are. My teacher blessed and gave me a whole packet, the things that I will need, and I already started like highlighting the things that I do have, and whatever is not highlighted is what I need to get. So they had told us about this bagging method. Each part of the practical, you're gonna put the supplies in a Ziploc bag. That way you're not like digging in your bag. You may forget something for that specific part. You cannot keep dipping in your duffel bag. You might get points taken off. They might tell you, oh, wrap it up, sis. I'm gonna need you to pack up and leave for the day. Like, I would stand there and cry in front of these proctors if that happens to me. I went to the 99-cent store and I bought a box of Ziploc bags. I feel like that setup bag is very important. Like, if you don't put that out there first and show them that you know what you're about to do and like you're clean, you're done. Everything is about safety. So if you don't have what you need in the beginning, it's clipped for you. So this is what all these bags will look like. But obviously you put them in order and then you put them in your bag. I decided halfway through going through these bags that I am gonna go to that store. It is 1:22. If I don't do it now, I will not do it. Alright, I'm gonna go here first. First thing I gotta get on this side, rags. How much is this? $3.99. Let's go for the $149. 40. What I need 40 for? All right, now labels. Two of these. Oh, they do got bags here. Shit, $20. What if I buy it and bring it back? I have remembered last minute that you needed 2 bags, but just to be on the safe side, I just picked up a bag. This is not getting ripped off. All of this got to go in this. It's 1:44 right now. I'm gonna get myself to like 2:30. I'm so nervous, y'all. I'm so nervous. Oh my god, I can't even calm down properly. Okay, I don't like this lip, but yeah, I'm done. I have a simple long sleeve on. They said no jewelry, so I'm gonna take my ring off and put it in my pocket, and I'm gonna just tuck this one in there. I'm gonna be wearing my Tasman, and I got on some sweats. Can't walk in there with a camera or nothing, so I'm gonna vlog the rest on my phone until it's time for me to actually go inside. So yeah, it's 3:47. I'm not gonna lie to you, my stomach don't feel too good. As I was walking up this block, I missed 2 buses, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 going the opposite direction. For the cry, it says that one is coming in 1 minute. I low-key just want to pray real quick. Bow your heads and close your eyes. Yo, look at my mascara. It is 5 o'clock on the dot, and I'm not getting out the train. I'm finna scream, because they just might tell me go home. Oh my god. Please move. Please. Father God, I ask that you take away every spirit of doubting, every spirit of fear, every spirit of anxiety. I send it back to the pit of hell. Lord, please, 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 please. Y'all, I finished the test. Let me call my boyfriend. I deserve this. Good morning. Let me put y'all on. Oh my god. It is 2 days after me taking my practical exam, and boy, oh boy. Let me just tell y'all how this went. The last clip I believe y'all seen was me praying in the elevator. I don't know if y'all ever seen War Room before, but that elevator became my prayer closet for that quick 3 seconds. When I tell you, I literally felt like I was being held down. For the past 3 months, I've been going through so much mentally. I just was not there. Like, the anxiety, I felt it building up. I know I sound crazy right now, but anyways, I rebuked that. Whenever I got something to get done, all of a sudden my knees is buckling under me. I can't breathe. The next time, I'm calling you out. There's no room for you. You better leave me alone. But anyways, whenever I have to like travel to do something or go anywhere, I have to take about 2 buses and maybe 2 or 3 trains. It depends on where I'm going. But when I left the house, it was about 3:40. In order to get to the first form of transportation, I have to walk. Around this time, students are coming home from school. When the first bus came, it was packed. I have this huge bag in my hand. If I'm getting on the bus at 3:50, there's no way I was gonna be late. But because I missed that bus, because I didn't get on that specific bus and I had to wait for another one, that is what threw me off. I know you probably like, Jada, there's no way you was late. But I got off the bus, I got on the train. I took 2 trains. Where I'm at is the last stop on that train. So you know when you get on the last stop, if you know, you know, when you get on that train and that's the last stop, you have to wait until it's scheduled to start moving again. I was in there for another, I don't know, 10 minutes, just sitting there chilling in the train, whatever. I'm on my way to get in the B train, and I confused myself because I didn't know which way to go. So I started to panic because where I was standing, they didn't have no what's the machines called where they tell you like the times or whatever. They didn't have that where I was standing up. When the train came, I was like hesitant on walking on, because I'm like, what if I walk on the opposite direction one? I literally started hopping, like running from cart to cart with this big bag. That's why I'm sore now. The doors closed anyways. I was asked out. Thank God I stayed on there. When I'm like 3 stops away, I realized it's a local train. Even though there's fewer stops, that means it's longer rides, right? It didn't click until I was 3 stops away. I called the school and I'm like, hi, hello, you know, I gotta, hi, hello, my name is Jada. I'm scheduled to take my cosmetology test today for 5 o'clock. The person on the phone, she sound like she don't belong at the front desk, so it's really giving it's a student I'm speaking to. This is very serious right now. I do not need to be speaking to no other student. Send me to somebody who knows what they're talking about. Give me an instructor, somebody else, not you, babes. The girl's like, yeah, your test is for 5, right? Everybody else is here. First of all, I didn't ask you that. Is there somebody else I can speak to? Or is 5 on the dot considered being late? Well, if the test is starting at 5, you have about 5 minutes grace period, and if you're not here, they're starting without you. But I'm literally right there. I have 1 more stop left. Boop, 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 boop. When I tell you the boop, 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 my heart went doop, 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 doop. I said, oh my God. This is where the prayers got more intense. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm laughing now, but it was not a joke. It was not a joke. I was on that train praying out loud. You know when you try to keep it cutesy and you praying under your breath, like you don't want nobody else. I mean, you don't care if nobody else hear you, but like you don't want to look crazy. It was cuts for that. I said, Lord Father God. A lady sitting next to me, like she had headphones in, but clearly what she was listening to wasn't loud enough. But at this point, I don't care if I startled you, ma'am. I need to pray right now. I get off the train and I'm so fixed on, like, when I get off the train, the stairs should be right here. When I get off the stairs, there's a ramp. Do I remember, like, how to get out at a specific amount of time, you know? First of all, I bumped mad people. I did not care. Only until I got outside, when the fresh / stink air slapped me, I said, I didn't eat today. I had realized at that moment that I did not eat, and none of that stink air was hitting me. My stomach was in knots. I felt like I was literally gonna go. I thought I was about to malfunction. So I had to stand up, breathe a little bit, because now I can't breathe. And now I'm like struggling to catch my breath. And it's in the city, so I actually don't have time to catch my breath because everybody's trying to get somewhere. Everybody needs space to move. And this big bag on my shoulder, let somebody push me. I was really not in the mood for somebody to touch me. When I came out the train station, all I had to do literally was cross the street and then walk down the block. It's literally in the middle of the block. And I get there and I'm like, where's the building? I'm walking on the block and I'm like, yo, where's the building? Like from afar, mind you, I wear glasses, kind of sort of. From a distance, like literally when I had just initially crossed the street, I had saw the sign that said Empire Beauty School. So I'm like, okay, it's right there. All I gotta do is bum rush a couple people. It was literally 5 on the dot and I was not in the building yet. Crash out. At the moment, I wanted to do so much more, but I started praying again. I said, listen, Lord, please take away this spirit of fear. I don't be scared. I'm not a scary person. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm speed walking to the building and I can feel my legs going like this. I can't even catch my breath. Lord, please come down and save me. Can you slow down the clock? But anyways, after I did my little prayer, I look up and I see the Empire Beauty School sign. But it's a 99-cent store. It was some type of store. It was like a gift shop or like a tourist. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm looking up and then I look down and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me right now. Where's the school? I look this way and I see the door. I said, oh, sorry God. Go in the building and as I open the door, my heart drops again. because it don't look like a school. It looked like I'm walking into a department store, like an abandoned one at that. My school was looking real good, and I'm kind of like thinking about it now. I was talking hot about that school being dirty, but my school really was clean. Like we had everything on point. Like, but anyways, again, not trying to bash y'all, but I walked in the building. I was like, yo, what is this? I felt like I was walking into the projects elevator. I was so scared because I'm already scared, and I'm walking into this place and it looks crazy. The paint is peeling off the wall. It's giving me I'm in a haunted house or something. Maybe they're preparing for Halloween. All I remember seeing, it said walk up to the 2nd floor and an arrow next to the stairs. Stairs is mad narrow. Again, this big bag I got on my shoulder. I'm out of breath. I did not eat. I'm already malnourished. I'm very nervous. A female was just coming down the stairs as I was going up, and she didn't even touch me. She didn't brush me. She didn't graze me. And I felt myself going like this. All she did was pass by me, and I almost fell down them steps. That's how weak I was. Off to a terrible start. I get up the stairs. I see 3 females at the front desk. They took a minute to look at me. I did this to her because hello, like, I greeted everyone and it's still crickets. The one next to me goes, hi baby, what do you want? You're looking for somebody? I said, I'm here to take my my practical and I don't know where to go. She said, oh baby, you on the wrong floor. It's on the 5th floor. Sorry, did you just say 5th floor? And we're on the 2nd. It's no longer 5 o'clock. It's not even 5:05. Anyways, I take the elevator. I go up to the 5th floor. Get up on the 5th floor, and I'm like, I felt, I don't even know how to describe how I felt. I just wanted to stand up in the hallway and cry. Because I'm looking this way, I'm seeing 5 classes. I look this way, I see another 5 classes. And I'm like, I don't know if it's actual classes. Like, I know school is in session. I don't know if it's a testing room or if it's an actual classroom. So I tiptoed. Yes, the clock is ticking. And when I get to somebody that she looks busy. Now that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm looking for somebody that's looking busy. And you looking like this in the hallway. That's who I need to speak to. And I saw one. She said, darling, you know what time it is? And I said, yes. You know, life happens, and I really tried my best to get here before 5, and that didn't happen, but I'm here now. I said, I promise you, I'm not a slow person. I know what to do, so you don't gotta worry about nothing. The lady gonna look at me and go, give me a second. So I say, yeah, she about to give me a second. Like, we're not supposed to have phones. I look down on my phone to see who texted me last, so I can tell them, you know, I'm not gonna be on my phone for the next 3 hours, XYZ, XYZ. By the time I look back up, the lady didn't even go to talk to nobody. She didn't even, she was on the other side of the hallway. What was she doing? I don't know, but she wasn't talking to the person that she was supposed to talk to. So I put my phone in my bag. I thought her being at the end of the hallway meant, follow me, young lady. Kind of like dragged it, kind of like stepped back to make it look like I was like checking out the rooms and whatnot. Took my jacket and my sweater off my shoulder a little bit because I was hot. I'm wearing all black, and I just ran a marathon to come here. Okay, well, I see 2 ladies walking in with suitcases. I said, god damn, y'all coming in this place with suitcases and I have a duffel bag. Did I do something wrong? So here I go now, questioning myself, like, did I pack all the stuff properly? Did I even bring the right bag? You know, I'm like, my mind is just going like this. I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, yo, where is this lady? She told me 1 second, and it's been 5 minutes now. The check-in process is already done. Everybody is literally about to unpack their bag. I see another young lady. The lady goes, you late too? And I said, yes. We was out there basically waiting on this lady for another like 10 minutes. As she walked away, I like took off my jacket, took off my sweater. I started rolling it up, put it in the duffel bag. Like, I was not playing. Like, you're gonna take me today. You're gonna take me today. But she came back, and you know what she said? We can't take you. Oh yeah? I took out my ID. I showed her my ID. She had a paper on a clipboard. I said, if you look at that, you should look for Macintosh Jada. First name Jada, last name Macintosh. That's me. That is I. This is my ID. I had my ID in my hand like this, waiting for her to take it And she just did a little, when I tell you my little heart broke. Then she looked at the other lady's ID and she was like, okay, give me a second. You don't look at the other instructor next to her and go, where should I put them? There's only 2 available seats left, ma'am. What do you mean? So I take my scrawny behind in one of the seats and I started unpacking because the clock is ticking. Don't move slow when it comes to setup. The setup process is supposed, they give you 10 minutes, but I always told myself, even in school, 5 minutes. So when I got in there, I was like, Jada, you got 5 minutes. It didn't even take me 5 minutes. I sure as hell did not. It's already helpful because I have the baggies that I showed y'all. Put my smock on, disinfect, hand sanitize my hand because again I cross-contaminated because I touched myself. Hand sanitize again. Took out that bag out the bag. Put it on my table. Hand sanitize, and I put my hand behind my bag. And I said, could have started right then and there, but I don't want to walk in late and just start my own time. That's not how things go. Prior to coming to this test, they're gonna try to trip you up. I wasn't nervous about failing the test. That wasn't it. I was nervous about my fingers cramp up, and I was nervous that I would start with the 90-degree state board cut and I wouldn't be able to finish because my shares would have dropped out my hand because my hand cramped up, or my hand cramped up and I literally can't move. But really and truly, I'm trying to uncramp my fingers. You know, that's what I really was worried about. And she tried to be smart with me, and I really wanted to snap back because really I was in that mode and you really trying to play with me. You trying to throw me off my game and I'm not having it. But I literally had to tell myself, you did not do all of this for no reason. Like, you're not gonna come here and be disrespectful and then lose your chance. Like, just bite your tongue, keep praying. And that's exactly what I did. I really didn't have to follow the rest of the steps for the practical. I just had to wait for her to come and tell me, okay, move on, because I was doing everything right. Actually, there were a couple times that she spoke to me, but I feel like, again, she was trying to throw me off my A game. I did the perm rods, and I know you're not supposed to do it tight. When I see that she was making her way towards me, I'm already past that part, but I wanted her to see that I know how to, like, I know what I'm doing, you know? She goes, and do you even know how to do the S curl? And I said, of course. Mind you, it's quiet in there. It's quiet in there. All you're hearing is clips clacking and combs, you know, doing what it gotta do. And I go, of course. I'm showing her, and I roll down the rod. I roll it back. I show her how to do it. I did it side to side, but as I'm doing it, my hand's going like this. I looked at her and she does this. You're good. But why the hell did she do that? Like, you really almost made me shit my pants. But the next thing that she did, and I was like, yo, why are you like this? I was doing finger waves. She can't really see because that part of the test is the back of the mannequin head. And there's no space for her to stand next to me to see that really. At that time, there was no space. So she had to walk in front of my work area and kind of like do this. And I placed my fingers where they needed to be. And when I made the S and I go to do the next side, my fingers got stuck like this. I could not move it, and the pain was going all the way down to my elbow. When I'm low-key feeling it again just doing that. And I was so mad at myself because I'm like, I don't remember me like seriously giving my hands a massage before. Like, that was the whole plan before I left the house, was to get everything done, so the last thing I have to worry about is massaging my hands, you know? Maybe dip them in cold ice water once again, because I do that every now and then, but like, I really needed to hone in and do that for real, and I didn't do that. So I was mad at myself. I'm like, damn, like, she probably think I don't know what the hell I'm doing. My fingers got stuck, and even though it got stuck, I was still combing. So I was combing like this. I lifted up my hand and my fingers were stuck like this. I was so mad. Again, she did that same face. She was like, you don't have to finish it. You can just move on. And I was like, whew. Then I have remembered my teacher had gave me like a little nugget. When you're doing the chemical parts, the color retouch and the relaxer retouch, whatnot. She was like, for any chemical service, you cannot have like something else touching. Like, you can't have these chemicals mixing and touching each other. So when I got to the relaxer part, I had put another wubby, one of those papers, on to cover half of the head with the other foils and stuff. So when I flip over the piece where I'm relaxing the hair, it's not touching, it's not getting into contact with the foils and whatnot. All I did was pin the paper down and then part the first section in the center, you know, to flip over and apply whatever. She walks up to me and she's like, oh no, you don't need to do that. You don't get no brownie points for that. I just had to pause. I literally had the paper in my hand like this and the comb in my other hand. I was like, I said, I'm sorry, what? She said, we don't give out brownie points for that. Like, you already passed that part. You don't have to do that. Just continue with the rest. And she walks away and she starts writing again. I said, there's no way. Like, what if I didn't do that now? You would have marked me, you would have took off points for me not doing that. But I did a little 1, 2. I looked around and I ain't seen nobody else do that. So I was like, I'm gonna just act like, you know, I'm gonna just go with the flow. The rest was just like, I just felt like I was back in school. Like, it wasn't nothing to be scared about because I know the material. I know what to do. So it didn't really bother me after that. But it was just how, like, she was like giving her little 1, 2, and it was like, I really want to give her a 3, 4, but the Lord was literally speaking to me. He told me to shut thy mouth, and that's what I did. When I was done, I cleaned up my station and I got ready to leave. The female that was late with me, she was like, what train you take? Or where you located? And we was like, oh, you know, we just walked to the train station together. So I kind of felt bad for her because she was going through something too. Like, we was chopping it up. I was telling her why I was late and she was telling me why she was late. And I was like, damn, like, I thought I was going through what you was going. She wasn't even from New York. She wasn't even from, I felt so bad for, well, she was from New York, but like upstate. But still, like, damn, like upstate. Why the hell would they make you come all the way to Manhattan? Like, they should have something where you at. That was not right. When I left her, I started to pray again because from experience, I mean, like, you grow up in church and you know, if you know, you know, like, you don't just pray when you want something. I started to pray again to give him thanks, you know, because I was just like so happy that it's over with and, you know, I don't gotta worry about taking that test again. I was just so grateful. I was just so thankful that it was over with and that he really like kept me alive, because when I tell you my stomach was in my back, and I was telling my boyfriend that because I couldn't, like, when I hear people say that, I'll be like, you're dragging it, like you're doing too much, you're over exaggerating. How can you feel your stomach in your back? I literally felt my stomach in my back. The pain was so severe that I felt the back pain. I felt it in my stomach and in my back. I said, Jesus, this is too soon. Please don't take me right now. I wasn't ready. At that moment, I was not ready. Like, you just blessed me. Like, you just did something for me. And I'm giving you thanks. But I'm giving you thanks on an empty stomach. I felt like I was fasting. So I went and got me a slice of pizza. And I sat in there for like an hour. And then I walked around the block for like another hour. And then I went on the train. Because really, I didn't want to go back home. Overall, it was a great experience. My kneecap. I was very, very, very nervous, but even though that was done and over with, I still have one more test. It's the writing part. I'm not gonna vlog for that, but I just wanted y'all to see like the process.
Good morning, pineapple. Look very nice.
For anybody that's about to take this test, I highly recommend that you pray, or like you, whatever you, I'm not trying to force nothing on you, but like do what you gotta do to like keep your mind at ease. Whatever you gotta do to make sure you're not as nervous, because it's really nothing to be nervous about. If you know the skills, if you got the techniques down pat, if you're a clean person, if you like, as long as you just remember safety first. Everything is really about safety. They just need to know that you know how to keep your client, your guests, and yourself and your environment safe. But if you are a God-fearing person, a believer, I highly, highly, highly suggest that you really pray. Like, pray before, pray during, pray after, because you just never know the type of people that you're gonna be in a room with. They could really be an ass if they want to. You probably did one thing wrong and they just failed you for the whole test. You just never know. But I do have the full prayer that I said to share with you guys. It's a mixture of all the prayers that I basically said that day. If you still here and you still riding along with this video, I love you. Thank you for keeping it big. I'm gonna share with you the prayer that I actually wrote it out because it was just so, you know, in my head. Here we go. Heavenly Father, I thank you. God, I thank you for this opportunity that you have placed in front of me. I thank you for opening doors for me. Thank you for being there every step of the way, even though it didn't feel like it. Lord, I ask that you may take away anything that will hinder me from succeeding. I call out the spirit of fear. I call out the spirit of doubt. I call out the spirit of discomfort, depression, anxiety, oppression, and pride. You did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. Go before me, direct my path, help me discern when to talk and when not to talk. Open up my ears and clear my mind from distractions so that I'll be able to focus and comprehend all instructions given. Cover the proctors, cover the educators, and cover everybody else in the room with me as I'm testing. Lord, I pray over everything and everyone that I'll be in contact with. God, send your angels to keep watch. Help me remember that you are not to be first, but you are to be in the center of everything. And may this test be smooth sailing and that I pass with flying colors. Amen. But yeah, that's my little prayer to encourage you guys. And if there's even still a little bit of doubt, just tell Satan he has no room. He is not welcome. And all the things that's bombarding you while you should be focused, just go ahead and evict that, okay? That is not of you. Also, if you did not pass that first try, don't give up. Try again. Give yourself some grace. I love you. If you're new, welcome to Crochet. How you do? See you in my next video. Bye!
I think 56 nights crazy. I think 56 nights crazy. I think me and Yes go crazy. I think me and Young go crazy. I did 56.